Hi everyone, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. Today I am making about 4 fruity soaps, and this one is going to be called Peach on the Beach. It's a combination of a peach fragrance, it's got some pina colada, coconut in it, and I'm going to use this tropical teal from Nurture Soap. I also have a Voodoo Mica, which is Mad Micas, and then I have this Orange Vibrance from Nurture Soap. I'm going to mix the orange and the pink together to try to get more of a peachy color. And I'm also going to try to use this tool. It's a cake decorating tool, but I'm going to use it to get the design, like this design on the inside between my colors. If the consistency of the soap is workable, I'm going to try to do that. So right now I'm just going to add my lye solution, which is at room temperature, which is about 72 degrees. And my oils I mixed up last night, my oils and butters, and melted them. And then this morning, before I soaped, I just put them in the microwave for like a minute and a half, just to warm them up, to make them a little bit more fluid. So I'm just mixing to emulsion, which is when you don't see a layer of oil at the top anymore. That pretty much means you're emulsified, and I like to do that instead of going to a trace because this is emulsified right here. I don't like going to a light trace because if I stay with just emulsifying it, I'm still going to stick blend my colors, and I don't want it to get too thick. I don't want it to get too thick. It gives me a little bit more time to do a design. And that was heavy whipping cream that I just added. It adds a creamy, silky texture to the soap, and you can find that right in the the milk section at your grocery store. All right, so this is going to be white. I want the majority of my color to be a peachy color, and this is going to be the teal, just kind of like an accent color. Alright, so this is my titanium dioxide. I mix it with water. I get the water dispersible one. You can get oil as well. I've used both. I prefer the one mixed with water, but you have to be careful because if you don't do any sort of water discount in your recipe and you do the water dispersible, it's possible to get glycerin rivers because your water amount is going to be more than what the recipe called for. So now what I'm going to do is, let's see, I'm going to mix this. Actually, I'm going to move this over here so I can mix lightest to darkest. Then I don't have to clean my stick blender off. This is going to be a peachy color, so I'm going to add an orange. And then I'm going to add just a tiny bit of this pink, and hopefully it'll give me more of a peachy color. I'm not going to do a lot because I can always add a little bit more if I need to. And then this smaller container is going to be this tropical teal color, which is so beautiful. I have not used it yet. Okay, so I'm going to start with mixing the white. waiting for that peach color I just poured to set up a little bit before I do the next layer, because I want to use my tool to give it the design on the inside. So what I'm going to do with the white is I'm only going to save a little bit for the piping and a little bit of this turquoise color. So I'm just going to do an in the pot swirl with the orange and the teal. And you can pour it in the pot swirl however you want to. You don't have to pour it all in one section, you know, all on one side. You can do whatever you want. A little bit more. You know what I didn't do is I didn't do the rest of the fragrance. So I'm going to add it to the peach, which is no big deal because it's all going to get mixed in anyways. And that's fine because this will thin out just a tad so that I can do a third layer with this, which I'll show you when I'm doing it, what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm going to add this one for my in the pot swirl. Just kind of in the center. Okay, I think I decided not to do a third layer. So right now I just need to save enough for piping. Okay, so it's finally time to pipe. It's literally been an hour or more, and I think I saved too much of the peachy color, but we'll see. I'm going to do kind of a ribbon effect on this, and this is a Wilton. It's the larger rose tip, so it's a 125. It's just larger at one end. And then I put the white, which has a little bit of the color left in it from the in the pot swirl. This is just a Wilton. I should have these memorized by now as much as I've used them. 32. And then this one is, I can't see it, it's faded. It's just a little baby star tip with the teal in it. Obviously my plan to do the design on the bottom did not work. And I know the reason is because I should have done the bottom in a separate batch, measured my lye and my soap separately, and then had given it more time to set up. And this mold is very hard to like hold the spatula and pour in there because it's so high up and you don't have space. So I think it's going to be pretty either way. It's just not what I had planned, but like I tell you guys, if you watch my videos long enough, you know that when I plan something, I have air in here that I'm just trying to get out. When I plan a design, it never goes right. So that's why I just always wing it. So, you know, people always ask me about piping tip, you know, how to pipe this or pipe that. And I think one thing you can do, make a small batch of soap and then just on paper, put like circles, and then you can practice your rows in the paper. You can do lines and do like a ruffle in between the lines to keep it, you know, like have the same width. You could do all sorts of different things on paper and practice that way. So I'm just going to start with the large end of the tip down, and I'm going to start in the corner here. I know you guys can't see great. And I'm just going to go back and forth in a ribbon type pattern. Okay, so it's not completely even. That's okay, because I'm going to put little dollops of flowers on top of it. But I am going to turn it my way a little bit. Maybe you guys can see it better this way, but also I will be able to reach better. It won't be so awkward. So you just kind of back and forth, back and forth. Welcome back. We're going to go ahead and cut Peach on the Beach now, and as you will see, the top is not what it was from the piping. I ended up having to swirl this because when I was moving it on my table, a roll of paper towels fell off of the wall and landed in the middle of my soap. So the design was completely just ruined, and so I just ended up swirling it a little bit what I could, and so bummed. But it doesn't affect the smell. It smells amazing. And this was not a design I was going for. The bottom did not work out how I wanted it to. I do know how I can change what I did next time if I wanted to use one of those tools to get like some kind of wave or whatever on this in the center. But I think it ended up turning out pretty on the inside, seeing that that's not what I was going for at all. So this was my first time back making soap. It's been well over a month. I took time off for the holidays. And so then I made these two soaps, this one and another one. And then neither one of them turned out how I wanted or what I was thinking. And that's why I never make a plan. I swear, when I make a plan for a soap, it never works out. And then I'm just bummed about it. So I just don't really plan it, I guess, is my best bet. I mean, it's very cool on the inside. It looks different. And I really do like how that peachy color turned out. But yeah, you know, you have, if you're a soaper, you have days where, you know, you love the top, or you know the inside's going to be beautiful. And then you have and it's like, I'll make 4 soaps in a day, and I might have the best soaping day, and I might be happy with all of them. Or I have a day where I'm like, not exactly what I was hoping for, but you know what? Stuff happens. The weather here in Myrtle Beach, you guys, has been about 70 for the past week and sunny. It's been gorgeous. We haven't really had a lot of cold this winter at all. It is supposed to get down, I think, into the 40s starting this weekend for a few days, but then right back up to 70. It's been so bizarre. Okay, last 2 bars. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you on my next video.